Ha! Yo, what's going on, everyone? Charlie checking in, all coming at you live on this Thursday night. Much love to you all. Jude Tube, first one in the house, says, Charlie, what is up? Charlie's been possessed by evil, guys, evil dark spirits. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Charmaine Blackie, what is up? Hey, Charlie, hope you are having a wonderful day. Pretty good so far, so well, man. Thank you for joining. Mr. Tammy in the house turning them wrenches. Mr. Kennedy, what's up, man? Tara Harper, Donald Marshall, Timothy Flames, Chrissy, back in baby, bankroll. Kimmy, Brian H, Hostel 570, Brian H. Guys, oh my God. Trying to set the spooky mood for you here. How's this? You guys can see me like this on Sarah Swing, Holly D, Tiffany Silvis, William Stewart, Dory Dez, Lil Money, Dominic Connolly, Toronto Fire. I'm here. All right, hold on. All right, guys. Thought I'd have a little fun with that. But yeah, you guys can't see me, so let's go ahead. Let's get this stuff. Let's get us situated, guys. Where's Grandpa? Where's Grandpa? Put Grandpa right here with his pumpkin. I don't know where his Tootsie Roll is. Perhaps I ate Grandpa's Tootsie Roll. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Daddy. Love you anyway. All right, man. What's going on? Sherry Robertson, Zach TV, 18 in the house. Tiffany Silvis joining us. Thank you so much for joining us. Miss Chrissy's laughing. How you doing tonight, Chrissy? I love ya. And happy birthday to your daughter, Chrissy. Her daughter's birthday. When was it? Today? Yesterday? Guys, these days just all blend together, man. I'm having so much fun during on COVID time right now. The days are just running together, man. So thank you. It was yesterday. Good. All right. I knew that them days were. I knew it was either yesterday or today, man. Corey, what is up, brother? Just getting home, man. Erica showed me a picture of your Halloween costume. Hell yeah, man. That's so awesome. What was it? A vampire and a pirate? I'm kidding. A pirate. Cool, man. That's awesome. Halloween will forever be the day that everybody knows the pirate Corey Phillips. What's your pirate name, man? You got to have a creative moniker while you're on the high seas. Tiana 31 XJ7. That sounds like Elon Musk's child, man. Are you related to the Musk or whatever? Dave C, what is up? Says, do you like the Who, Charlie? Okay, I was waiting to see if Erica had heard that. I do like the Who. I like the Who a lot. And Erica's dad, every time I think about or hear it or think about it, I think about Erica's dad because she says that her dad, his favorite band actually was the Who. Let's see if we can get this in here right. How did I do this? How did I do this last time? I feel like I kind of sounded like Tom Hanks just there. What? Anyways, all right, guys, how y'all doing tonight, man? Hopefully y'all are having an excellent day, man. I am doing stupendous, man. Wasn't gonna go live tonight, you know what I mean, until I saw Michael's video. Pop-up video. Got to see Michael's little vloggy vlog today, guys. I would just kind of clip over just to see what's going on with him or whatever, what he was talking about, you know. And I'd see my picture up there on his vlog, on his thumbnail, guys. Freaking daddy all crying. You know what I'm saying? And then me, you know what I'm saying, damn, all spun out on acid and shit with my hair all spiked out and shit. Just once again, further another video pretty much just to try and make his big brother look bad while he tries to reaffirm his own lies, guys, you know. And this time he's using a Ouija board. He's using dark spirits, you know what I'm saying, to do it, you know. And guys, it's just super funny, guys, man. The life of a YouTuber. Am I right? Just the links and just the lows, you know, that YouTubers go You know what I mean? Just to try and stay relevant, just to try and keep that bank account, that bankroll going. Just like holy shit. Like those of us, living in the real world, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was a day, guys, when you know what I mean, YouTubers had a lot of credibility. You know what I mean? Like a lot of influence. Influencers was what they like to be called now. Because they have a lot of influence. Um, or did, as it were. You know what I'm saying? Now, guys, like the whole veil has just been, dropped. The curtain has been pulled back. You know what I'm saying, on the Wizard at the Wizard of Oz. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are all looking at like the grand, powerful Oz. You know what I'm saying? And we all believed in these YouTubers and their shit. You know what I'm saying? Then over time, you know what I'm saying, like the curtains would be pulled back and we'd see that little frail old fucker pulling the strings. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make everybody believe is bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And that's basically about where Michael is right now, isn't it? Doesn't it really seem to be the case? Like I really don't I don't know, guys. It's where do I begin, guys? Like I just went ahead and had to start on into it, just jump right into it. Ace Man, what is up? Thank you so much for joining us. Tan May, get on them, Tan May. Let's see what they had to say anyway. Boop, 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 boop. I just wanted to see. Oh yeah. Oh, says that he's trolling me. Oh well, I mean, like he's not trolling anybody, guys, but the fans. Quite honestly, you know what I mean? Like you guys continue waiting. You know what I mean? You're just sitting there with your breath just held, and you're just waiting for something big to happen on Kid Behind the Camera's channel, and it's just nothing. You know what I mean? And it's just him just constantly lying to you and bringing up bullshit after bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And getting your hopes up and bringing you down, picking you up and bringing you down. Just that constant troll, you know what I'm saying? And, you're too dumb to realize it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really have been brainwashed and swayed by, the masses, your favorite YouTuber, your once favorite YouTuber. And I mean, I'll agree with you. There was a time where Michael was putting out some okay shit. You know what I mean? Like he straight up, you know what? He paid to remember the Walking Dead prank, you know what I mean? Where he paid a news company, a newscast anchor crew to come in and act like, the outbreak, and he paid all these people, and it was a very intricate thing, and it was a really good video. You know what I mean? It was really well done. Of course, it was staged as usual. You know what I'm saying? How's Grandpa not going to recognize his own nephews and shit? A little bit of blood on there. JC's a zombie. But anyways, guys, like there was a time where Michael can really put out some good stuff because he had somebody really awesome to partner up with, and that was Dad. He doesn't have that anymore, so you just see what he's flinging out, dude. Like, like he's actually like today, for example, you know what I mean? Like him using me and Dad both in the thumbnails, is just pretty much a prime example, you know what I mean, of what he feels like he has to work with, quite honestly, you know what I mean? Because there's nothing else. Like, and even that with us is still barely breaking. He's barely breaking 10%. You know what I mean? Like the days of the million view video, the 2 million view, the 5 million view video, they're gone. You know what I mean? And he's resorting to just this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to bring Charlie back into his life. That's what he's trying to do. He's not trolling Charlie. He's trolling all of you guys, and he's trying to bring Charlie back into his life without taking any credit whatsoever for any of his lies or actions. You know what I mean? That the bullshit that he has put not just me, but numerous people through, the family through, friends, strangers through. You know what I mean? Just to keep his own name, just to keep for that name, Kid Behind a Camera, Pickle Boy, Kid Behind a Camera. That name holds some heavy, heavily negative connotations. You think about Kid Behind a Camera. You know what I mean? And you start to think about all the family drama and shit. You know what I'm saying? You think about his paid troll, Isaac, you know what I'm saying? That he pays to go out there and harass Tina, to take credit for taking one of Dad's best friend's legs. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't like Tina personally, you know what I'm saying? But You know, I'm not going out there taking credit, you know what I mean, for this woman losing her leg, you know what I mean, and further attacking somebody that was dad's friend. You know, like I say, I didn't like her, but her and dad had something there, you know what I mean, and that even Michael couldn't keep away. You know what I'm saying? Even after Michael would move dad out the trailer park, as it were, you know what I mean, into another trailer, just closer to Michael, so Michael can lord over dad, as it were. You know, dad would still sneak away and go see Tina and stuff, you know, and you know, and they know that, you know, and like they've constantly gone back and forth, up and down with Tina. We love her, we hate her, you know, and that's just an example, you know what I mean. Then we have Doug, you know what I mean, like what kind of Bridget, you know, what kind of daughter is going to do that to her own father? Honestly, like what kind of daughter is going to go up with her boyfriend and her boyfriend's friend, you know what I mean, with cameras up to her father's house and try to get in her father's way so her father can hit her, so they can get it on camera so she can tell the world that her father is an abuser, that her father hit him, and they went ahead and did it anyway. Just told everybody that Doug hit me. We're going to show you the video. And then just kind of just pushed that under the rug. They showed the video of Doug going to slap a camera around, you know, but you saw Bridget duck in. You saw Bridget dive in almost like fucking damn Dwight Schrute jumping in front of the bullet for Michael Scott. You know, whoever remembers Threat Level Midnight, you know, where Dwight jumps, or any of those movies where, you know, the sidekick jumps in front of the bullet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's what you saw Bridget do whenever Doug went to push the camera out of the way. Didn't, you know, Doug thought that he was going to have a one-on-one reconciliation with his daughter, you know, and then come to find out they're there with cameras. You know what I mean? And it's not just Doug. It's just, here we go with me. You know, they've accused me. They even today he would sit there and say that they burned the Ouija board. You know, us fucking with the Ouija board is a result of me hitting Bridget. You know what I'm saying? Well, her father done came forward and admitted to every single one of you guys that I didn't hit her. You know what I mean? Like he's done came forward and told the truth on all that. You know, he felt bad about it, you know, and that was the very first thing, you know, whenever they turned on Doug, that was the very first thing he said. Oh, so by the way, Charlie didn't hit Bridget. I was there when it happened, you know? And then see, Michael, he wants me back in his life. He's trying to absolve me. He wants like, check it out. First off, you know, he tries to say that, you know, the dad is piercing the veil. Wait, Tank, thank you so much, brother. Says, I've been sick, kind of missed some lives, laugh out loud, much love. It's all right, man, you know, just take care of you, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna be here. You definitely, you know, I'm still taking care of me and doing my thing. And what's this? Oh, that's my shirt. Or yeah, okay. And yeah, hopefully you feel better, man. Definitely, man. Much love to you, and hopefully it's not the corona. Mike McDonough, man. Thank you for joining us. See what this one is. Yeah, so but yeah, you know what I mean. So like Michael, what he's trying to do is he's trying to lessen it, you know, and he's trying to say, oh well, Dad wants everyone to forgive Charlie, you know, and from beyond the grave, you know, and then he's trying to say that how's he saying? Oh yeah, he's trying to use the Ouija board. Well, the Ouija board made Charlie hit Bridget, you know, which we all know that I didn't hit her ass, you know what I'm saying? But he doesn't want to tell everybody that he lied about it. So instead of that, he wants to pass off to his damn mouth breathing fans, the pickle touchers out there, you know what I mean? That the Ouija board made him do it. Don't blame Charlie, blame the Ouija board. But he still hit Bridget. I'm standing behind that lie. He still hit Bridget, but the Ouija board made him do it. Bowser in the house. What's up, man? Gave me $1. You cheap ass. Oh man, I'm just kidding, man. Whatever, bro. Yeah, man. You know, like, so, like, you know, and then Michael comes back with, I'm going to his house and I'm dropping it's like, look, we broke out here. It's a recession, man. Ain't nobody working. I understand that, dude. I've been collecting fucking unemployment since the beginning of August, guys. I'm going out of my freaking mind. I'm ready to get back to work. I'm not used to just sitting around and then also just being broke, man. It's like, woo, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, yeah, you know, like, you know, Michael, he would go on to have we got 150 people in here? Awesome. Thank you all for joining us, man. Love you all, whether you guys are trolls or whether you guys are supporters. Might be about 20 trolls in here, maybe like 120, 130 is usually what I carry on a daily, on an average live stream, you know. So it's not too much more than that with this heightened situation, I guess, as it were. You know what I mean? So Braden Boschenak, what's up, brother? Crazy looking thumbnail. Can't freaking believe that Michael is trying to pull new Ghost Adventures BS. And check this out. This was funny to me. Like Michael and them, they've been putting little Easter eggs and stuff in the videos, the past few videos, but nobody's been catching them. Like Michael actually would get on Twitter yesterday and be like, guys, please go back and watch my videos. He would say, guys, please go back and watch my videos and listen and let me know if you hear anything. Like he was putting shit in there and nobody even caught it. And then after he gave it a few days, nobody caught the shit. And then so he puts it out there. I think you might have caught something. Y'all listen and tell me. Like, dude, oh my God, that was cringy as fuck as it was right there. You know what I'm saying? But damn, once I saw the thumbnail, I was just kind of like, damn. Like, I don't really care about his stupid little his storylines and shit like that, you know. But keep me out of it, then. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually, I mean, you ain't got to keep me out of it, bro, because I'll just come on here and do a live stream and get more people watching and maybe collect some super chats and stuff and just continue call you out on your bullshit, you know? And it's just going to not work in your favor, Michael. Christopher 99999 : thank you so much, man. Got me $1 right there. I got $1. I got $1. I got $1. Gonna make me shit and holler. David C, what's up? Says, how is the new heater? Kind of curious why the landlord never helped. All right, so check this out, man. Me and Erica kind of would have had a little argument over this house for the last 3 years, ever since I moved in here. You know what I mean? There's never been no heat. There's no heat and there's no central air. So it's hot in the summer and it's cold in the wintertime. Well, this fucking, you know, every landlord, they're gonna go ahead and come up with every excuse they can before they eventually fix what really needs to be taken care of. Now, our landlord isn't really that bad, you know what I mean? Besides the fact that we have no heat or air. Quite honestly, you know, Erica's never really asked him and stuff like that because, like, the pitting, not the underpinning, but like the ventilation system and shit underneath the house is completely tore to shit. You know what I'm saying? From damn wild, strange ass cats out here, possums, raccoons. We're living out here in the country in the foothills. You know what I'm saying? So, and cats as well. But mainly it's been tore out by all these animals and stuff like that. And Erica would ask something about it one time before, and he mentioned something about our cats. You know what I mean? Like almost pretty much like once he gets the duct work and all that fixed and everything, you know what I mean? Then we're not going to be able to have our pets, quite honestly. You know, so yeah, the reality of it is, you know, I've been kind of mad and like talk with them, but I know what it is, you know. So we've really pretty much chose our pets kind of over our own comfort. You know what I mean? Plus, like, we're only paying $350 a month here in rent, guys. Like, it's really cheap. Our landlord, he is actually a really nice guy. You know what I mean? You know, we just get us some space heaters and stuff, you know. And yeah, you know, like that's why we hadn't really said nothing about it though, is because of the situation. You know, if I could take you and show you what it looked like under the house right now, you'd be like, shit. You know, like he's really got to come in here and do a lot of work to it. And then I assume that once he gets the work all done, you know what I mean, that he's going to raise the rent. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty much what we can afford, you know, like. And I'm not saying, when I say that though, and I understand, you know, that we have renters' rights, you know what I mean? But man, we're just not flexing them, man. Quite honestly, like we're happy where we are. The rent is cheap, you know, and the Lord provides a way. Quite honestly, you know what I mean? We've been dealing with little space heaters, and Erica's mom had gotten us a heated blanket for the bed and stuff. You know what I mean? Our friend Kristen in the house. Much love to you, Kristen. Thank you so much for joining us. Says amen. And damn right, amen. You know what I mean? Like, the Lord will provide, you know. And like we didn't ask for the heater out there, you know what I mean? Miss Rebecca, our friend Miss Cottywample, would come up with the idea. She said that she saw me looking at hers, like we went to her house and she had gotten one, and I guess I had a little look on my face, like, yeah, that's kind of nice. I like that, you know. And you know, and I didn't really think much about it, you know. And then like a week later, she had this GoFundMe set up, you know, to give us a little Christmas present, you know. And I'm super thankful for it, guys. Like, you know, I'll sit in the living room now and I look at it, guys, and I'm like, it's nicer than what I'm used to. It's nicer. It's nicer than what I'm used to. What I deserve. I feel, you know, like, you know, it's just used to having. Man, I swear to God, dude, growing up, man, we would have our beds on cinder blocks. You know what I'm saying? And we would have our mom. I remember we'd have the entertainment center. 4 cinder blocks with the 2x4s on it. You know, I swear to God, with the milk crates, cinder block and milk crate, you know. You know, and so I mean, I'm just very thankful, you know, and just, you know, I'm staying mindful, you know what I mean, that was a gift from the cosmos, from the Lord, you know, from whoever, the great provider in the sky. You know what I mean? It's a gift from all of you, you know. And I gotta say, man, that living without heat, I'm thankful for living without heat now. You know what I mean? Because, you know, like you guys all showed me how much you actually cared that day. What was it, about a week ago? You know, that Isaac would actually find out that I had the that Eric or Rebecca made the GoFundMe, and that he would start, you know, talking all kinds of trash about it and trying to make us look bad because, you know, a friend wanted to take care of another friend that was doing without, you know what I mean? Just some real vicious bullshit, you know what I'm saying? That he'll change here in another month whenever it comes to Christmas time. Then he's going to start worrying and caring about all the less fortunates and stuff like that. Toronto Fire, thank you so much, brother. What's your PS4 name? We were going to play some Dead by Daylight. Oh my God, I hate Dead by Daylight, man. Dead by Daylight. Hold on a second. Yeah, Dead by Daylight gives me nightmares, man. Like I can play some Jason with you. You know, that's a little easier going on me, dude. But like I'm horrible when it comes to those generators, man. Like you don't want to play with me. The serial killer is going to be on me instantly every time. So let's set up some Friday the 13th. All right, man. I'm going to be in here playing some Friday the 13th after I get off of here. I'll probably go back in and play like 2, maybe 3 rounds and then call it a night. Ivory in the house. Mr. Ivory in the house. Where's he at? Much love to Ivory. Erica just saw you. There he is. Adventures in Urbex. What is up? Our friend Ivory, guys, is working on a screenplay right now. And apparently he wants Erica to maybe participate in his project. So, yeah, who knows? You might see Erica in a scary movie. I say scary movie, but yeah, a scary movie. You might see Erica in a scary movie sometime in the recent future. Nothing big, you know. I'm not sure this is. I'm not sure if this is Ivory's first crack at it or not. But man, I commend you for going out and doing something big, trying something different. You know what I mean? And Ivory's a really inspiring guy, bro. We actually saw you out there in Charleston a couple weeks back or last week or something. I saw you out there with the angel oak tree and dudes everywhere, you know what I mean? And we got to get together and explore some shit soon, man. So thank you so much for joining us. It says it's a horror film that Erica is starring in. So everybody get ready for a horror film that Erica's going to be in. I like to see it. Hopefully she gets killed in it. Hopefully she gets killed in it and I can watch it. I can replay it. Yeah. Whenever I get mad at Erica, I'll just pop it in and be like, yeah, get her. Kill that. See if you can make that happen, Ivory. Just like maybe even just like, if not just like her being killed, just like a pan over of her dead at the party or something. Just kind of. Yeah, I'm kidding. I love my baby. She does anything for me. Erica does you know, as much as she can for me. She would actually even watch the video today that Michael did because I wanted to kind of find out exactly what was going on, what was said, you know, so I knew how to respond, you know. And you know, I don't like watching the shit. Michael, you may think I do, but I don't watch the shit. You know, it comes from everybody else, and then You know, if I feel I need to respond, then at that point, I'll have Erica watch. You know, so she'd watch that bullshit, almost 30 minutes worth of bullshit, and she would even tell me, she'd be like, Michael, all he pretty much did was a compilation of all his bullshit that he pulled for YouTube video. You know, just all the fake paranormal crap. You know, he would even go on to use the Ouija board, which, guys, I got to be honest and say that I will not fuck with a Ouija. Well, I definitely won't burn a Ouija board. I may mess with one again. I don't know. But I will say, you know, I wasn't hearing shit in his house. Like, he was like, oh, Charlie was hearing things and seeing things. If you guys remember, like, right not long after I got out of rehab, and he would start smashing me and paying Isaac big bucks back then to take care of me. You know what I mean? I would come out with all the screenshots and stuff, like, look, guys, it was all fake. Look, this is messages between me and Michael. I showed you guys all the faked how, you know, had him sitting in the bathroom whispering while I was cooking. Remember, who remembers whenever I was cooking in the stove, I had that pig mask on and I had Michael whispering in the bathroom. You know, we done came out about all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? He's forgetting. Like, and that's the funniest thing about it, you know what I'm saying, is he's forgetting, you know what I mean, that there are people out here that have watched his bullshit, that know that know the timeline. You know what I mean? And Michael's trying to use me for credibility for his haunting stories now. Like, the guy that he's tried to discredit for how long? You know what I'm saying? Charlie's not to be trusted. And Charlie said that he heard and saw. The reason he's doing that now is because he knows my credibility is more than his, is higher than his. And that's just damn because he's just a clickbaiting YouTuber. You know, like, he's the one that has knocked his credibility, you know, level, you know, to the point where it was. And then he would turn around and say, what did kind of get me today was that he would say that after we messed with the Ouija board, that Dad died. Like, he would blame the evilness of the Ouija board for Dad's decline in health, say pretty much blaming us for unleashing an evil upon Dad. Like, what kind of shit is that? You know, Dad, it wasn't no evil forces that took care of Dad. You know, in the end, it was Dad's health that finally caught up with him. He had been living an unhealthy lifestyle for a very long time. You know, and it hit him, and it just hit him hard and quick. You know? And then Michael's going to sit there and say, the Ouija board killed Dad. Basically what he's saying. We unleashed the boogeyman to kill Dad. You know, what kind of bullshit? But the store's open. Oh, but the grandpa store's open. He's got the store open again for the holiday so he can rake in a couple of dollars for Christmas. And then he's going to close it again. Oh, man. You know, how low can you go? Selling grandpa merchandise while saying that the boogeyman killed him. Trying to get all your fans to forgive Charlie because the boogeyman made Charlie hit Bridget. Bridget's having a hard time going along with this shit. And yeah, and Bridget, like, she's sitting there laughing the whole fucking time. She's like, oh my God, my God. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what a tormented family sounds like. They're talking about being tormented from evil. And Michael's... That's not what a tormented family sounds like. Trippin' Shumby says, you didn't hit her. You're not like that, Charlie. Once again, how many of y'all believe I hit her? Roll call. See, everybody knows. Doug done came out and told everybody. And like I said, what was that? What was that rub mark? Looked like she just sat there and took her sleeve and just was rug burn on her cheek. That disappeared in like 2 days. John Hatcher, I did not sage the house yet, man. I got to do it tonight. It's right here, bro. I'm going to do it, though. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? That black eye that Charlie gave her, that looked mysteriously more like rug burn, that disappeared in 2 days, that didn't turn from red to purple to black to purple to yellow to healing again. Her mysteriously disappearing black eye. That's what the he wants. Yeah, the Ouija board did that too. And just like he would say, I got kicked out of Dad's house for giving my nephew drugs and alcohol, which he would later remove the video. But who remembers the video where of my nephew JC pretty much being coached into lying on his Uncle Charlie? Who remembers that video? And does it look coached to you? Does it look like Jacob was telling the truth to you? Does it look like Jacob was comfortable at all in front of that camera? Michael, once again, exploiting children for money. And he wants to talk about abuse, but it's funny. One of his best friends was Daddy 05. Who remembers Daddy 05? Michael was endorsing him. Michael even had Daddy 05 at his house. Even pulled a prank on Daddy 05's kid. May had Daddy 05's little kid crying. Who remembers that? A child abusing Daddy 05. Him and Michael were like this, best fucking friends. Michael watched the videos. He loved the videos. Charlie watched this video of this little kid getting mad and crying and then slapping his sister. I hated that shit. Phil, thank you so much, brother. Says, I just hit this fire medical cart from the dispensary. Oh, I want some. Rick Game says Daddy 05 was fake. Yo, there ain't nothing fake about slapping your sister in the face as hard as you can. Ain't nothing fake about that shit. There's nothing fake about psychologically terrorizing your children. And that was Michael's best friend. And then whenever he gets exposed, Michael's like, I don't know this guy. I don't know this guy. Daddy who? Daddy who? You want to talk about child abusers? That was Michael's best fucking friend. And now his best friend is gone to jail how many times for beating his wife? Michael's best friend Isaac now is no better. How many videos are online of his wife coming forward, trying to tell the world how she's being abused? Who watched the video of Michael or of Isaac saying that that Michael knows about Isaac hitting his wife, and that Michael was like, yeah, I'd hit her too. If that was my wife running around getting drunk and shit, I'd hit her too. And this is Michael's best friend. Michael's known to associate with sociopaths and abusers, both of the elderly, the young, and the opposite sex. I'm telling you, Michael, you don't want me coming forward and talking, Michael. You know, like I swear to God, I had a really good live stream last night, chilling, doing my own thing. You know what I mean? And then Michael wants to just come out here and just try and continue peddling off his bullshit. Trying to get psychics to co-sign his bullshit. Trying to get ghosts. Trying to get Dad from the other side to co-sign his bullshit. He would sit there and post the other day, like Jennifer said something, and he's like, I don't believe in God, but Jennifer, somebody might want to pray for Jennifer. Or he's like, I don't believe in God, but I'll pray for you, Jennifer. And then he'd have all kinds of people like, Michael, please don't degrade my religion. Don't do this, don't do that. And here he is now, ghost, spirits. You got to believe first. And we all know that you're not a believer. Landon Bakanga says, you have Michael in the palm of your hands. Crush him now. He's doing it to himself, right? Like, he's the one that's putting out these videos. He's the one that came up with all these horrible lies. He's the one that that separated families, has separated and divided not only family, but also Angry Grandpa's following. He's the one that's paying Isaac and other trolls to go out and harass and dox people. And we're the ones that are sitting back watching it. And we've watched it for 3 years now, Michael. Your shit is caught up with you, kid. And it's not been behind a camera. All that shit behind a camera has finally come out, kid. And you ain't a kid no more, neither. You're just a middle-aged, sad, obese man. I didn't even say a man. You're just a middle-aged, sad, obese loser with the camera. That's you now. And you know it. He can't go out and do anything to benefit and benefit his life and create success without getting a thumb up and a like first. He can't go out and learn how to drive a car unless he gets 3 million. He's fucking dead. He says he's deathly afraid to go out and drive a car. That it's a childhood trauma that has stuck with him so long, that he doesn't think that he can get behind a car and learn how to operate it. But he'll do it for 3 million. He'll do it for 3 million subscribers. What kind of shit is that? Resperger, thank you so much, brother. Says real talk, Mr. Charlie. Well, I'm not going to come out here and tell you any lies. That's not building my foundation any. So yeah, for Michael to sit there and say that he's got he's deathly afraid of this. It's a phobia of his that he can get over with enough subscribers. Think that's really a phobia? Guys, I'm on fire tonight. I'm about to grab me another one of these. Hold on a second. Huh? Is that a phobia? I mean, really? Dude, I'm freaking terrified to be buried alive. Do you think I'm going to go ahead and get buried alive for 3 million subscribers?
You had a troll saying that you were drunk. And it's Jesse's mom's birthday. I told Jesse Van Weisenhower's mom.
All right. Mr. Jesse Van Hammerauer. You got to tell me how to say that again, Jesse. Still got your painting right here, brother. Check it out. Me and Erica. Thank you so very much, man. We love you, brother, out there all the way in Belgium. Sneer Bruges.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. That was a weird salute to you right there, Mama. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, is that a phobia? It's just laziness. He can't do anything in his life to better it. He hasn't done anything in his life to better it, even with 2 million subscribers. You know what I mean? Like, it is so seriously baffling, you know what I mean, to see somebody with such opportunity, you know what I mean, and advantage, like Michael has, and he just does absolutely nothing with it. In fact, he is destroying his life with this opportunity. He has literally gained, 300 pounds? How much Michael weigh? About 600 now? He has literally gained, all right, he's probably started out YouTubing at 240. If he's 600 now, 340 that Michael has gained. Just from having a YouTube, just because of all the advantages that YouTube has given him, just because he didn't have to go out and work. He can have whatever he wants to eat. You know what I'm saying? He can pawn it off as this. He can blame his brother for that. He can hide behind grandpa. And it's all gone now. I'm not saying the money's not there, because the money is still there, guys. Like, you're seeing YouTube actually putting double ads on people's channels and shit, Now you got to sit through 2 fucking ads on YouTube before you watch a video. You know what I mean? So the money's still there, you know what I mean? But just like the views and just the respect and the credibility is gone. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's worth a lot more than money to a lot of these guys. A lot of these YouTubers, they crave that attention, that respect, that loyalty. You know what I mean? It's worth more to them, just as much to them as the money. You know what I mean? And now a lot of them are trying to figure out how to deal with just the money now. Oh, damn it. Oh, I can't. I don't have the fame. I've just got the money. You know, and that's got to be a hard reality to live. You know, it is not a reality though, guys, you know, and you're seeing that with Michael. You're seeing that with McJuggernuggets and Boogie. You know what I mean? All these YouTubers, you know, that just refuse to grow because they don't know. You know, they refuse to grow outside the confines of their own YouTube channels. You know what I mean? They forgot about their own lives and thus have stagnated, and it is shown on their YouTube channels. You know? And that's just a sad basic fact. You want proof? Look at Michael using me for views again. Once again, Michael's so desperate, he's got to throw Charlie in a thumbnail and bring up Charlie because he knows Charlie used to bring views. And he knows Charlie won't do a video with him no more, so he's got to use Charlie however he can. Lone Sheriff, you ain't blocked in here, brother. I can see you. Tanya Smith, Charlie, will you ever grow your hair out again and dye it any weird colors? Nah, I think my hair days are gone, guys. Like you can kind of see my hairline is actually kind of come more that I shave my hair, maybe like a little further my hairline grows back. So, but you know what? Like I'm done with that anyway, guys. I'm almost 39 years. Oh, 38. God, I keep trying to add years onto me, man. I'm almost 38 years old. I'm almost a man. You know, I'm almost what the world would consider a man. You know, I really feel like once you hit the age of 40, then okay, the world's like, all right, you're a man. You know what I mean? You know, your teens, the 20s, and then, you know, even in your 30s, you know, you're still kind of looked at as kind of like a kid, you know, and you can kind of see the world as that, you know, like coming into my 30s and leaving my 30s is so completely different. Like I came into my 30s just smash, bang, boom, bam, you know, and here I am leaving it just so calmer and I just like feel like I'm so much more world-wise, yeah, as it were, you know. And you know, it's just from living. It's from going out and experiencing this world day by day and carving out your own life, your own living, as it were, you know. And yeah, Josh, we're all far from far from figuring stuff out for sure, man. You know what I mean? Every day we learn something new about us. You know, it's like I look at myself 2 weeks ago and sometimes I cringe, you know, but back then 2 weeks ago, I felt like I was on top of it then, you know. So every day is a constant learning lesson, you know what I'm saying? And it's not lost on me, you know what I mean? Somebody that is consciously trying to improve their lives, you know what I mean? You know, I'm always looking back at, you know, what I did yesterday, you know, what I did the week before, you know what I mean? I'll find myself sometimes, a lot of times, making the same mistakes, especially whenever, you know, it's anger related, you know what I mean? But not like I used to, you know what I mean? Like I say, there was a time where like this right here, you know what I mean? Michael's betrayal, you know what I mean? Which is what I look at it. Every time that Michael comes out and tries to reinforce his lies and bullshit, and every time that he tries to make Charlie look like an ass, you know, through his own bullshit lies, you know, I just see it as betrayal, you know, family betrayal. And, you know, there was a time where that would really drive me to like drinking and stuff. Like, well, I ain't got family. Who the fuck I got? Or whatever, you know? And it's not like that. I got me. I got Erica. You know, I got all of you. Now I can sit back and I can think about it and this is what I have to stay calm for. You know what I mean? This, that, a third. This, that, and a third, you know, and a fourth, and a fifth, and a sixth. You know, I have so many things to be grateful for. Little ZE, thank you so much, brothers. $1.99, he's on set. You guys are on set, man. Like, I know the internal workings. I've been there. I've sat at the tables while Michael and Dad planned out their videos. how Dad was gonna dunk that Samsung waterproof into the phone into a clear cup of water because the tea wouldn't have shown as well. You know, like, and also just like just the internal workings of family in itself. You know what I mean? But you guys have seen it. You guys have watched me, man, crash and burn, lose it all, and come right back up. Here I am today. And I say that with humility. I'm not trying to brag. I'm not trying to act like I'm anything great, because I'm not. If I don't see something that reminds me of that every day, I remind myself. But every day we notice and we see things, and we understand that we are not invincible. You know what I mean? That we are not gods of our own creation, honestly. Royal, I love you back, brother. Zach TV, got myself a kickstart. I hadn't had myself an energy drink, guys, in probably 2 weeks, so I'm actually kind of right now. I got something that I was going to review for you guys tonight, but since Michael gave me so much to talk about, I figure I'll just hold off on these. But take a look. How many of you guys like Rick and Morty? How many of you guys like snacking? Well, now you can do both. Rick and Morty and snack, guys. You got Pickle Rick, Honey Mustard, Rick and Morty. So I'm going to do that on a little video on its own. We're going to do that tonight. But honestly, Michael gave me a little too much to talk about, for me to be sitting here chewing on some potato chips, as it were, And let's see here. Tanya Smith says her daughter loves them. Miss Brenda has tried them. A lot of people have tried them. Yeah, let's see here. The lone sheriff, brother, you should write a book about your family. You would make tons of money. I would buy it. Well, I've already got half of that book written in my head right here, right now, and I'm gonna call it The Angry Son. How do you like that? I really feel like I deserve. Like for a while there, I was like, you know what? I shouldn't write this. I shouldn't talk about that. I should keep that buried. You know what I mean? But after all the bullshit, Movie Fan 5738, thank you so much, brother. Says, is the ghost stuff fake? Who did the footprints? I don't know what footprints you're referring to, man. But it was all fake. If it was done at Michael's house, it was all fake. Trust.
Big white footprint going across his
driveway. Fake. Everything Michael does is fake. He's a YouTuber. What was that back up here, though? The Lone Wolf. What was he saying? Oh, yeah, the book. Yeah, I've already got half of the book in my head. The Angry Son. And I thought about it. I was like, I shouldn't. But after all the bullshit, after all the lies, after all the mud that they've tried to throw me through, screw them all, man. My sisters, do not get a free pass accusing me of raping them. You don't get away with that. That's a very horrible, evil thing that could have caused me to perhaps take my fucking life. There was a time where I was so low over that shit, where I just wanted to end it. Nobody believed me. Everybody thought I was some kind of rapist, child molesting monster. Just because of you, Kim, just because of you, Jennifer, because of you, Michael and Bridget. But mainly because of you, Jennifer, and because of you, Kim, that my father perhaps died thinking that maybe I did. It's because of you. And don't you know that Dad's on the other side right now just shaking his head? Like, damn, Jen. Damn it, Kimberly. Can't believe you really did that to your own brother. And that's the stuff that they're living with right now. You see me, I have no problem coming out and still talking and still telling my truth. you know, and I still have no problem coming out and showing my face, you know, and showing you all that I'm a strong individual, you know what I mean, and that I did not do that shit, you know what I mean, that they're full of lies, you know what I mean, and that I am a good person. Then I can come out here every single day and show you that with a smile on my face. I can take you out to these wonderful places, and I can enjoy my life with nothing, while Michael is still sitting over there on King of the Hill, feeling like shit. Kimberly and Jennifer over there, still nursing the ghosts of their past. If Michael and them, if y'all are haunted by anything, it's by your own actions. It's by your own lies and your own deceit. And you know what? You should be haunted. And you will be haunted for a very, very long time. Because the hurt from your lies and your deceit is still alive today. And it's going to stay alive within your soul until you come clean.
They're saying you went on Keemstar and admitted it.
I went on Keemstar and told him the truth. Told him it didn't happen. I told him what happened when we were 9 years old. The video, the Keemstar video, is still up. Go watch it. I was forced into revealing some bullshit that happened between me and my sister when we were both little children. Like I say, how do you think I felt reliving that moment where I'm sitting there in the bathtub playing with myself, and then I get a tap on my head, and I look up and there's Kim staring at me in the shower. So fucking disgusting and so embarrassing. I don't want to relive that shit. Kimberly, do you? I'll bring it up.
But what about when you were older?
What about when I was older?
That's what I'm saying. That's what they talk about when you were older.
I don't know. Yeah, that's just the shit that they try to make up, I guess. Go watch the Keemstar video for yourself. Miss Trenda Short, she's all mad. I don't care, bro. Like, I don't care. Like, you guys were following the wrong damn people. I'm super, super fucking sorry. Like, this is what lies and bullshit and deceit get you. And Michael, don't you think that, oh my God, don't you know that Michael just hopes and prays that some other bigger drama channel doesn't come across his shit? Doesn't Michael hope and pray that H3 doesn't come across Kid Behind a Camera, take Kid Behind a Camera to content court? Michael hopes and prays. That's why he went ahead and hid them videos that he put out there about me. Tanya Smith says, use Grandpa's thumbnail pic, and Michael titled it A Haunting. That goes to show you he used Grandpa for views. Shell Amber Blue Eyes says she believed me day one. Thank you so much. You know, it was like so far-fetched. And just like I say, you know, just the day before Jennifer would accuse me of raping her, she would do a video and tell everybody, Charlie's my favorite brother. Growing up, me and Charlie were so close. And then I get messed up and I start bringing out family secrets. This is what happened. I got wasted and I started bringing out family secrets on Facebook. And what happened? Next thing you know, just the most outlandish shit gets thrown at Charlie. All because I got drunk and came out with some secrets maybe I shouldn't have came out with. Isn't it funny how that always works? They've always got the worst shit to talk about you when y'all aren't friends. Ashley M724 says, Jen said that shit too. Yep. And I wonder how Keemstar felt. He was like, what the fuck? Back whenever at Dad's memorial. Whenever I'm sitting there playing with Lily and Eliza. And we're just having a good old time. And Kim, yeah, she's too stuck up Keemstar's ass to even stop the girls from misbehaving. And I wasn't trying to stop them from misbehaving neither. I was feeding into it. We had all kinds of napkins and shit tore up. And I wonder how Keemstar was like, well, he knows it's all bullshit. We all know Keem's full of shit too. But still, just to sit there and watch me interact with those girls and to watch me and Kim sit there and smoke together and chill, he's like, yeah, Charlie didn't do that shit. You know? Kim said I violently gang raped her. And yet we're doing videos together. We're hugging and we're yucking it up. And we got childhood pictures together smiling. And don't you think that there would have been some chaos over that shit back then? A family secret. A dynamic family secret that was kept all the way until Charlie rolled. And then didn't call no cops about anything. YouTube, they want social justice. They're not looking for justice. They want that social justice because social justice requires no judge, jury, and they're all an executioner. Well, how does it feel now, Michael, to have the shoe on the other foot, man? For everybody to know that you're just a straight up lying piece of shit. That you are just a desperate individual that will throw anybody under the bus and say anything just for a few videos, just for a few views, just to have a few people show you some attention. And it's always it's always these fuckers right here. It's always these fuckers right here that believe Michael. That house got me hard, I'll tell you. Yeah, Pickle Boy, I went back and watched that last video, like you said, and I listened, and I did hear. I heard a voice, and I knew it wasn't Bridget. It wasn't Bridget. It wasn't Bridget. My brother said it wasn't Bridget. Yeah, Pickle Boy. Now I'm gonna go back and watch all your other videos too. I'm gonna listen real good because man, I'm a kid behind a camper crew. I heard Grandpa. I saw Grandpa. I saw him in my grilled cheese earlier. I took a bite and there was Grandpa. He said Charlie raped the sisters. That's what Michael's got to work with. Anybody with damn 2 brain cells are rubbed together in their heads, they know that Michael was full of shit. Got 208 people watching. Thank you, 210 people watching. Y'all must have liked that that little impression, huh? You enjoying that? It wasn't Bridget. It wasn't Jennifer. Isn't it funny how something like that, how Kimberly and Jennifer, you know what I'm saying, they can put a buffer. They'll work with Charlie. They'll work with their rapist, with their tormentor. As long as Michael says so, I'll do it, Michael. Every time I look at Charlie, I just see him raping me. And then next thing you know, all right, Charlie, let's go do this vlog together. We're all doing family videos and we're doing pranks on each other. But they can put that buffer up and work with me and shit until I get messed up and bring up some family secrets. And then Michael's like, okay, unleashed. You may now have feelings. Is that what happened, Michael? Did you hold their torment and their torture at bay? Were you making them work with their tormentor? Pulling a Harvey Weinstein on them? Because that's even worse. Oh yeah, I knew. They told me that Charlie raped them, but I made them work with Charlie anyway. Which is it, Michael? Franco Avila, thank you so much, brother. I mean, you know, Patricia Miller says, I guess if you don't have drama, you don't have nothing. That's apparently, you know, and Michael tries to sit there and talk about everything he does have. He ain't got shit to show for it. Am I right? He has done nothing productive with this gift that's been given to him. He's trying to absolve Charlie through a Ouija board now. He tried to absolve Charlie through a psychic. Woo! He tried to absolve Charlie through a handwritten letter. He tried to tell everybody that it was Erica's fault. It wasn't Charlie. Erica was the toxic one. He would this, he would that, he would a third. James 06. That's not very oh, and I just unhit him. All right, we'll hide him again. That's not very nice. Because quite honestly, man, the videos were all staged, brother man. Like you may be one of those freaking. Hold on. You may be one of those. Hey, it was real. I know it was real. Those videos that Dad were doing were real. He was really talking shit. All Michael's other videos were fake, but the angry grandpa ones were real. They were all staged, brother. Now I won't sit here and say that my dad didn't have his flaws, because he did, and I've already come forward and I've admitted. You know what I'm saying? But my old man was not drinking during the videos. And if there was anything that was perceived as abuse, it was because they were told to do it. He was told to, they had set up the video. They had preordained it just like a wrestling match. That's just like saying Hulk Hogan is a bully. That's like saying that that Triple X, or no, that Triple H is a woman abuser because he pedigreed Stephanie McMahon. It was all preordained. It was pre-planned. Just because Clint Eastwood slapped this bitch in an old spaghetti western doesn't mean he's a woman abuser. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, we got somebody mad. There you go. We'll let everybody say that. We'll let everybody see you. I don't want to censor you guys the way that Michael has his people censored. See, I don't try to hold you down through fear and through threat of banishment. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to throw you out of Wolfpack, or I'm not going to tell you can't watch or hide you just because you think I'm an asshole. That's fine. You can say that. But you are also the one that is following and defending this toxic channel. You're the one that is defending this toxic motherfucker, Michael, that pays people to dox and harass people, that lies to you all on a daily. If you like getting lied to, that's fine. I can't defend it, but if you like getting lied to and you like being clickbaited on a daily basis, then that's fine. I've got nothing to say about that. So, oh yeah. So let's see what Michael does next. Let's see if Michael tries to make one of Dad's shirts move or something. We all saw Michael make one of Dad's spoons move. Remember that video with Jennifer and the old spoon? And I even co-signed the bullshit. See, that's what happens when you get close to that family. You know what I'm saying? You just get drawn back into the bullshit. Look, she says, you and kid behind a camera both wastes of space. Maybe. You know what? There would be a time, you know what I'm saying, where I would agree with you that both of us are, you know what I'm saying? But now, I can only say that you're right halfway there, because, quite frankly, I feel like I'm doing quite good in my life. I'm not coming out talking shit unless I'm having shit talked about me, and I think that's only fair. I'm staying out of trouble. I'm almost 5 months sober, no booze, no pills, none of that shit. And I feel like I'm gaining more and more respect from you guys every day, and man, I appreciate it. It makes me feel good, dude. It makes me continue, you know what I mean, to walk the straight and narrow, maybe not so narrow, but definitely straight. You know what I mean? And yeah, things just keep getting better, on a daily basis, and yeah, I'm just straight up thankful for, yeah, everything. And like I say, whenever Michael tries to pull me out, call me out and shit like that, I will come out here and I will make you pay for it, Michael. I will spank your little ass or big ass on camera, because you do deserve it. I try to show you some mercy and shit, what I'm saying, because you are my little brother. I remember the days, where you were coming home from school crying because you didn't shit your pants. You know what I mean? The days that, I'd go smack somebody upside the head because you said that they were messing with you. I remember those days, so I try to hold on to those days, but you don't remember those days. And I've got to remember that you don't remember. Okay. And so that's why, whenever you try to come out and you try to call Charlie out on some more of your bullshit, you know what I mean? Well, then I'm just going to come out and I'm going to go ahead and set the record straight, and I'm going to go ahead and air more shit out. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is, bro. Brenda Pika says, Big Brother got to defend himself, and I will every single day. Tanya Smith, no bruises don't heal in 2 days. Charlie didn't hit her. Read his post. Yeah, so people are in here trying to twist words. See, that's what happens whenever, you know what I mean, the truth, you know what I mean, doesn't prescribe to their narrative, as it were. You know what I mean? They try and dissect your words and shit like that. But you all know that I didn't hit Bridget. You all know I didn't give my nephew drugs and alcohol. You all know I didn't rape my damn sisters. And you guys will come out and defend me for it. Thank you so very much. Like I said, there was a time where that wouldn't be the case. You know what I mean? But now, and I'm just waiting for Michael to please, man, make them public again. Make them videos public. I'm gonna try and get in touch with somebody about this video here tonight, and see if I can't maybe get something on Michael about defamation on this, because he shows my face in it and he clearly says that I beat his girlfriend and shit. And yeah, like, why not? Why not? I know it's hard to go through with, but still, why not? You know what I mean? What's the worst that could happen? You know what I mean? Yeah, he can say I did, but he can't say that I was convicted, because yeah, he can't say I did neither, but he will. Like I say, he will. But you all know, like I said, you all seen that little rug mark on Bridget's freaking piggy little face. Bridget's face is so fat and gelatinous. Had I did hit her, don't you think that whole motherfucker thing would have been closed? She ain't got no muscle on her face. That shit would have been damn bruised for a month. I wish that I did hit Bridget, though. I kind of wish I could sit here and just be like, yeah, I punched the shit out of her. God, I wish I could have said that. You know what I mean? Because she deserves it. She definitely deserves it. Look what she's done to her father. Donald Marshall says her face would have been fucked up bad. Josh B, your fist would have bounced back. Don Vito says, laugh out loud, like hitting a ham steak. Tanya Smith, I remember when I watched that video, then the next day or two, I was like, where's the black eye? Gabriello says, I've been punched as many times that I've had hot dinners, and I can say for a fact she would have had a much worse mark. Right? Tripping Shroomby, I've been hit by a man and know they do not heal in a day or two. They change colors before they heal. Huh? Brenda Pika, does she want to know what a real black eye looks like? Oh, yeah. And see, that's another thing, man. Like, you know what I mean? Y'all are pissing off. Y'all gonna piss off the wrong person the wrong time. Y'all are gonna pay Isaac to damn attack the wrong person the wrong time. And you know what I'm saying? Somebody's gonna step to you, you know, and that's just the way it is. And you know, it's because of you, you know, and y'all's own hate. Tanya Smith, I've had a black eye from a man, and if they start out small, they usually get bigger. You know? Stephanie Hopkins says, how's the kitties? The kitties are good. They're spoiled as ever. You know, damn, they come in, they eat, and they go back outside. Yeah, they're good. They're just chilling. I'm waiting for one of them to run away or something so I can go ahead and get a dog. Ain't it, baby? But yeah, you know, just like, I don't know, you know, with Michael as my little brother, guys, unfortunately, I'm always going to have drama involved in my life. You know what I mean? No matter how good I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? Michael's always going to try his best to make you all believe that I'm not doing well. You know what I mean? That I'm still drinking and that I'm still sinking. You know what I mean? And, that's probably Michael's biggest downfall right there, because he tries his best, you know, to paint me as this character, you know, and I'm out here enough for you all to see that that's just not the case, you know, and he's just looking like a straight up, you know, liar, blatant ass liar, you know what I mean? And yeah, at some point he's gonna have to be like, okay, all right, fine, I admit it, Charlie's good. Charlie's doing well, you know what I mean? But until he does, you know what I'm saying, it's not going to, you know, he's just going to continue to make his life harder for himself. You know, Michael, you aren't doing anything to me. Matter of fact, you helped me out. You got 200. I got 200 people watching. That's about an extra 80 than normally watch. Got me some live, some super chats tonight. Thank you all so very much. That's going on the Turkey Fund. And yeah, you know, just every time you guys throw your negativity and hate my way, you know, I just do my best to judo flip it into something positive for me, because that's just unfortunately, that's just the way that I've learned to do it with you all. You know, that's just been our relationship. You throw something negative my way and I flip it into a positive. You know, and I benefit, you know, and that's just that's been the nature of mine and Michael's relationship for the past 3 years, honestly. You know what I mean? And yeah, I've learned to adapt and roll with the punches, literally roll with them, you know, turn them into something good. So Donna Marshall, thank you so very much, man. Says, you're the man, Char. Remember how far you come. For sure, man. Definitely. Flora Nita says, you think Michael is miserable? Well, I know Michael's miserable. Like, how many times does he have to, what he clickbaited himself the other day talking about we're gaining weight? He did another video where they're going to once again try to go on a diet. How many flipping times have they done told their fans that they're going to go on a diet? And then he went ahead and photoshopped a picture of him and Bridget, and the pictures weren't too far off from where they are now. He's talking about we gained weight. They didn't need to Photoshop their pictures. They could have used their pictures now. You know what I mean? Like, y'all definitely have gained weight. You didn't need to Photoshop that. And yeah, like he's literally making fun of himself and his flaws, because he has no willpower to fix it. So of course I think Michael is miserable in life. You know what I mean? He's so miserable in the fact that he has to you know, he's reduced to accepting it and trying to benefit off of you know, his weight gain, off of, you know, he's trying to make positives out of those negatives too. But instead of really turning it into a positive, he's just turning it into a double negative, because he's like, oh yeah, I'm fat, ha ha ha. But instead of working on it, he's just eating more, like, and he's not running, he's not exercising, he's just shoving it back down his throat hole, and like that's a double negative, Michael, you're doing it wrong. Brenda Pika says, Charlie, you got jokes tonight. Hey man, I really just feel like my mind and my vocabulary is expanding more and more daily. The more the longer that I abstain from alcohol and drugs, you know what I'm saying, the clearer my mind is, guys. I'm just open, guys. Like there's a time where I'd sit there and try to reach for a word and and I'm trying to reach, and it's just like quicksand, And now I'm just reaching, and boop, there it is. These thoughts and these ideas are just right there, pluck, right for the plucking, I'm pulling them out the sky, and and I'm articulating, and the chat is connecting and reconnecting. I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, I apologize for any technical difficulties at the moment, man. Let's see here. Robert Scott, what would you do if your brother and Bridget showed up at your house to visit? I would get my camera out. And I'd have Erica start recording, and I would document everything that they did, because I don't trust him. Raspergu, thank you so much again. Says, Mr. Charlie, you should strike Mike's channel for using your image. 5K per thumbnail. Well, I'm definitely going to get in touch with somebody and see what I can't do. Those videos that he has privated on YouTube, they are definitely damning. And I really feel like that I'd have a case with those. And perhaps with the right lawyer, we can pull those videos, whether they're public or private, and use those to perhaps prosecute. So anything that Michael does right now, hopefully, is just going to be icing on the cake, as it were. Because don't you all agree? Like, this has just been nothing but fame. It has been nothing but defamation of character. Has been nothing but just straight up harassment. You know what I mean? He has put my life and the lives of those that help me in danger by giving out people's addresses, by giving out people's work addresses and phone numbers. And this has been going on for a very long time. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, well, actually, I would say that I don't see it stopping anytime soon. But quite honestly, Michael doesn't have the wheels like he used to. He can't just come out and say Charlie did this and Charlie did that and Charlie did a third, and everybody just eat it up. You know what I mean? Like, people know that Michael's full of shit. And yeah, so I don't see it furthering too much more. You know what I mean? But it's still, maybe we can make him pay, for what he has done. You know what I mean? It says, hell yeah, false information, harassment, and defamation. Should be illegal. You could sue them even for the stuff that's not recent, Charlie. They deserve it. Harassment for sure. The stalking, man, they were stalking me. Like, they were literally giving out people that were helping me. I was down in Melbourne, Florida, gave out my address in Melbourne, Florida, found license plates to the place I was staying at in Orlando, Florida. Everywhere I went, they were giving out addresses, and they were having honest, kind, caring people that loved Grandpa and the family, and they just wanted to help Charlie. Michael, you targeted them. All those grandpa lovers, the ones that loved us and that loved you and loved Dad, wanted to help Charlie out, and you had him doxxed. You paid Isaac to have him doxxed, to have him scared, to have their family members contacted, and baby mama or baby daddies contacted. You did that, Michael, to your own fans. How does that feel? How do y'all feel about that? How do you feel about Michael attacking his own fans just because they want to help his brother in a time of need? Just because Michael says, don't help him, and they go and help me anyway. Michael says, get him. Get him. And that could have been you. That could have been any single one of you watching right now, wanting to help Charlie out because I'm close by. because you know you love the family and you believe that maybe you can help. You know, that was the thing. Like so many people were like, you know, I think I can help. You know, people are like, you know, maybe, you know, this person couldn't help, but I think I can help. I've got the proper insight to turn Michael to change, to touch Michael's heart, you know, and then they would just get in turn be attacked next, you know. Donald Marshall says they put you through the ringer. So I remember that tent burrito. It was horrible. got out to Gainesville, Georgia, 10:30 at night, and I thought that I had me a ride from a friend who stayed not far from the foot of the Appalachian Trail. And I get to Gainesville, Georgia, 10:30 at night. He would contact me about 30 minutes before I got there, and he would see some videos that Nikki Floppabelly did about me because she was working with Isaac at the time. You know, that's how they got all that shit about me whenever I was fucked up in my out of my mind. You know, I would be fed. And, you know, I took the X. I took it and I drank and shit. I did it, but it would be given to me. Michael would pay Nikki Floppabelly to go buy the drugs to give to me. Fresh out of rehab. Michael's giving her money to go buy drugs to put in my face because you know I'm going to eat them. But I did. And then Michael would have her record me silently. Or not even silently because, like, you know, I thought that we were friends. So get me drunk and talk shit and then give the videos to Michael and Isaac. You know, and then all of a sudden my friend would see that video, see some of those videos and be like, I can't help you. My girlfriend saw it. We can't help you, you know? And that's whenever I ended up on the side of the road, you know, Gainesville, Georgia, sleeping in a tent burrito. And then having you guys help me out with hotel rooms. Y'all would watch me get chased around from hotel room to hotel room. Donald Marshall says you're stressed now. You know what? Like, I'm not really stressed, bro. Honestly, it's the Kickstarters. Like, of course, you know, honestly, like, it does affect me a little bit. Like I say, you know, that's that shit I don't like. Especially, like I say, you know, you can talk shit about me and all you want. But, you know, once you start talking about the boogeyman killing Grandpa, you know, we opened up some dark doors that came out and grabbed Grandpa and took him to the other side. You know, that's that shit. You know, I don't like that. And yeah, it is like I say, no matter how well I try to do for myself, you know what I mean? No matter how hard I try to ignore the bullshit, no matter how many of you realize it's bullshit, day by day, more and more of you are realizing it. But still, even then, you know, Michael's still gonna do what he does as a YouTuber. You know what I mean? And he's gonna lie, he's gonna cheat, he's gonna over dramatize, you know, for views, you know. And I've got to understand that, you know, being attached to him, having him as a brother, you know, is just going to be a constant thread of drama in my life. As long as he's a YouTuber, you know, and he needs, you know, drama and he needs, you know, something big or some kind of lie or whatever, or he needs Charlie, you know, for views, you know, then there's going to be a certain, you know, segue of tension, you know what I mean, in my life, you know, no matter what, you know, no matter what I do, no matter how hard I fight and how hard I try. But see, it's not that really that bad for me though, guys. Like I say, there was a time where Michael could sit there and oh, what do you got?
Cookies, but I burnt them.
Oh, oh, they're okay. They're still soft and they're hard. They're soft and hot. Guys, check it out. My baby loved me. My baby loved me. She got me some hot, fresh cookies. Chocolate chip.
I was gonna but she got Mountain Dew.
Got my Mountain Dew. They all said hello.
Hi.
Hi. Erica says hi. So yeah, like I say, man, you know, like it doesn't affect me like it used to though, Donald, because like I say, there was a time, you know, where Isaac or Michael could come forward and be like, you know, this, that, or a third, you know, and you all would be like, oh, fuck, Charlie. You know, now anything Michael or Isaac says, and y'all are like, okay, what next? You know, and the punches just land dead and flat, and they swing and a miss. You remember that time that Isaac swung at you? Swing and a miss, you know, story of my life here lately, you know, and yeah, you know, it really helps me sit back and be able to laugh, you know, and be able to not take it as hard, to not stress the situation like I used to, you know what I mean? So like I say, maybe there is like a certain little cord of tension that gets plucked from time to time. You know what I mean? When my baby brother, you know, tries to use Big Brother for views again, you know, and but you know, as I realize that that's just something that's going to happen because you know my brother is a YouTuber, you know, uh, uh, it's okay, you know, and as long and the more and more that you guys realize that you know Michael is just that, a YouTuber, you know, he is, you know, he's paid to over sensationalize very mundane uh, 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 incidents. You know what I mean? You know, you go to a Michael can't drive through a Burger King. You know what I mean? Without the camera on, and you know what I mean? Like, you know, there's driving through the drive-through and getting you a Whopper, and then there's vlogging it. You know what I mean? And you know, Michael's always stuck in that state of vlogging, that vlogger mentality, as it were. You know, and you know, yeah, you all see it, you know what I mean? Like we all live in the real world, we all see shit for how it really is, and we all experience the inner workings of our society on a daily basis, whereas Michael, you know what I mean, you know, he is his working society, as it were, you know what I mean, and he has lost touch, and you all see it, you know. Cindy Potts says he needs to pay you your part. Yeah, Michael does owe me a lot of money. Michael has made a lot of money off of my face, off of my image, um, off of my misery. Michael has made a ton of money off of my misery, guys, because um, like there was a time where I just, you know, like all I wanted to do was just tell you guys, man, I was blowing the whistle just like I'm doing right now. But back then, like on a daily basis, and nobody, it was, you know how hard it was to sit there and think. You know what I mean? And to sit there and tell you all the truth, man. Like, this is what's happening. And nobody believed me. God, it was so hard, man. And here you are. You see me right now. I'm saying the same exact things that I said back then. You know what I mean? And you're all, it's a whole different ball game now. Isn't it crazy how just a little bit of time can change, you know, your views and your opinions of somebody? Well, you know, yeah, you're right. Like I said, I am definitely different too. You know, I'm coming to you all, you know, clear-headed and clear-minded, you know, and you know, you can look at me and be like, yeah, okay, you know, Charlie's straight. You know what I mean? Like, you know, maybe Charlie's telling the truth on this, but whenever I was all drunk and you know, you guys were just like, yeah, Charlie, he's drinking, he's over emotional, and he's just trying to say things for shock value. You know what I mean? Which is what I did a lot. You know, all I wanted to do was just piss people off and shock them. Google, thank you so much, brother. 100%. Yes, that's all I can do, man. Is just keep it 100 with you guys. And that's where me and Michael are different. You know what I'm saying? We're like, where I have built my credibility, you know what I mean, to where I am now, and you all trust me and believe me, and maybe there's a certain level of respect between us. You know, Michael has gone the opposite way. All his lies and bullshit are catching up with him. You know, all the clickbait, you know, all the bullshit, you know, finally caught up with them, and now you know, he looks like a liar. You know, he looks like a desperate YouTuber. You know what I mean? And it's because you know, he's been a very dishonest person. You know what I mean? For too long. You know, you can get away with your bullshit up to a certain point. What was that I said about the turkey? About the turkey that saw the eagle up in the tree and said, "Man, I wish I could get up there top of that tree." And bull eating in the field, he said, "I tell you what, eat some of my poo right here, and you'll get strong enough. You can fly to the top of that tree." So the turkey went ahead and ate some of that poo, flapped his fucking wings as hard as he could. And lo and behold, he flew up to the first branch. Never done it before. He was like, holy shit, man, I'm strong. Hell yeah, man, there's something to this. So the next morning he wakes up, he goes out, he eats a little more of that bull's poopy, out in the field, and he flaps his wings as hard as he can. He goes up to the next branch, man, a little bit higher, and he was like, holy shit, man, there's something to this, some proteins or something in that, So the next day, every day, he would go out there and eat a little bit more of that bull's poo-poo, and realize that he can fly higher up that tree, And so finally, he found himself up at the very top of that tree, roosted up there, man, feeling good and strong, Well, about that time, the farmer comes out of his house and sees old turkey up there in the tree, takes out his rifle and bow, shoots the tree dead out the tree and having himself a nice turkey dinner. Well, moral of the story is, guys, that bullshit can get you up the ladder, but it ain't going to keep you there. Or how does it go? Bullshit can get you to the top, but it's not going to keep you there. And that's what's happened with Michael. He bullshitted his way to the top, to his maximum level, to his maximum abilities, and then you all saw him standing up there in the top of that tree full of his own bullshit, and you're all taking your guns out now. Pow! You're all knocking him out that damn tree, you know what I'm saying? And Michael is just feeling it, dude. Like, he's hitting every branch on the way down, and he doesn't know what to do, man. You see him scrambling. You see the wings are still flapping. You know what I mean? But that bullshit isn't getting him up the tree. Getting him up the tree anymore. And now he's come out with this shit. The Ouija board made Charlie do it. Let's forgive Charlie because the Ouija board made him do it. I don't need forgiveness from your pickle touching crew, from your pickle pullers. Because quite frankly, I don't respect any of your pickle pulling fans. Anybody that believes you're bullshit, you know what I mean? There's something wrong with them. Easily swayed, and I think that I surround myself with people of stronger moral character. I don't need a mob around me, people that I tell what to do and that just listen to me blindly. I surround myself with friends and colleagues, people that I can look eye to eye with, that I can respect. That's the difference between me and you. And your best friend, Isaac, just like that, beating his wife. Went to jail for child neglect. Had the fucking local news come to his house. Got his wife on video, telling everybody how he's beat her and throw her through windows. And this is your best friend. Somebody that I'll never see eye to eye with. And that speaks volumes on your moral character, Michael. And I'm not the only one to sit here and say that. What do you guys think? Mr. YouTuber, Mr. Over-dramatized, Mr. Liar, Mr. Accuser, Mr. Imposter. Michael's the imposter. Michael is the one among us that is going to have his ass booted out into space. He sat here for too long, sitting here trying to fool everybody else. This person, that person. Finally, Michael's going to be the accused, the imposter. He's going to shoot his ass off into the cold recesses of space. What do you guys think about that? Paul, guess what is up, my friend? Hook you up right there, brother. So, you want to talk about evil? You want to talk about darkness? I think I've talked about Michael long enough. What do you think? Mr. Darkness. Brother Darkness! Just like his best friend, or just like his good friend Steve Billings. Bridget and Steve Billings are like this. Why don't you go ahead and look at Steve Billings' mugshot with his hair all looking like a freaking drifter. Looking like Pee Wee Gaskin's sidekick. Looking like a homeless Ronald McDonald. Hair. Almost strangled his wife to death. Almost strangled his wife to death. And that's Bridget's best friend. These are the people they surround themselves with. Keemstar, Michael and Keemstar. How many people have you seen Keemstar falsely accused? How many lives has Keemstar destroyed? Keemstar would tell Etika, "Oh, just do it already. Stop threatening to kill yourself and go do it." Keemstar would tell Etika that. And then after Etika died, Keemstar, "Everybody pray for Etika." That's what Michael and them wanted to do to me. They wanted me to kill myself. Isaac would even go on. Who remembers the live stream where Isaac was like, "I'm not going to quit until Charlie's hanging from a rope"? Who remembers that? That's what Michael wanted. Michael wanted me to go ahead and off myself. And then Michael would have, who knows, Michael would have did a video. "He was my brother, though. I love my brother." 2 years later, he'd be having conversations with me from the other side with a psychic, like he's doing with Dad now, but he'd be doing it with Charlie. Right? Little churro, Michael has a good heart. If Michael had a good heart, he wouldn't be ostracizing Bridget's father. He wouldn't be lying about me, talking about giving my nephew drugs and alcohol, about raping my sister. You call that a good heart? Yeah. You know what? How about we just hide you here, little buddy? If you can't stop saying the same thing, be original. Come original. Don't be like Michael, having Dad smash TVs every 6 months. You know? So, I feel like I'm getting a little warm in here now, man. I feel like the energy drinks are kind of settling in now. Dominic Connolly. Florinita says, "What's your take on Michael still talking about you being drunk and Grandpa's ghost?" Well, like I just said, saying the same shit over and over again. You know what I mean? Like, he has nothing else to go on. He's a one-trick pony. And like, and all he has on Charlie now is my alcoholism. Yeah, it's okay. You know what? I'm an alcoholic. You know what I mean? I struggle daily not to drink. You know what I mean? And I win that struggle daily. I win that battle on a daily basis. You know what I mean? And people like Michael, you know what I mean? Those that should be the closer to me than anybody, they're the ones that give me that strength and that fuel, you know what I mean? To come forward and say, "Hey, look, I'm better than what you think." You know what I mean? Michael's scared right now. Michael has no idea how I am, who I am, what I'm capable of anymore. You know what I mean? And he has just watched my star rise. He has watched, you know, all of us come to an accord, you know, while he himself, you know, is just dropped down the tubes, you know. And you know, like, I mean, what can I say, man? You know, it's its own fault. You know what I mean? Like, he's refused to grow in any way, shape, or form, you know. And I have, you know. So, and like I say, I love it. You know, all it's doing is it's throwing his credibility down the tubes. Like, let's see here. Let's take a look and see if Mikey has is Mikey's on Twitter talking shit about Charlie right now. Twitter search. I don't have a Twitter, so I just go to Twitter search and I type in the names. And then it pops up with like some Saudi Arabian writing or something. Let's see here. Nah, he's not saying anything right now. But that's what he does say. Let's see if he has his paid troll, which nobody pays attention to anyway. No. Well, so see, yeah, like they really can't say nothing because they know it's all true. You know, it gets to a certain point, you know what I'm saying, where you just really can't defend yourself. You know what I mean? It just is what it is, you know what I mean? And you just got to roll with the blows, you know? And like you guys see, you guys know when I'm drinking, like I can't help but show my ass, you know, you can hear the slur in my voice, you know. You just watch Charlie cross those lines that Charlie would never think about crossing whenever he's sober, you know. And so yeah, every time that you see Michael talk about Charlie's drinking or whatever, and then you see me and you're like, you know, and that's just Michael doing it to himself. You know what I mean? And that's just Michael trying to control the situation and control the narrative, trying to control the perception of others, you know. Flora Nita says, I love you, Charlie, because you have helped me get through my demons. I almost killed myself a couple of years back, and I watched you struggle, and it helped me see the light. Well, thank you so very much, man. You know, I mean, I really appreciate that. Or lady, I'm sorry. Thank you personally so very much for that, man, because like it really does help me feel like all this bullshit that I've gone through, you know what I mean, that it was for a purpose, that it was for a reason, you know, like there are times where I was going through this shit, you know what I mean, where I'd be up at night crying, guys, and I'd be like, you know, why am I going through this? Why can't this just stop? Please, Lord, why? Just make this stop. Just please, can we have our family back? Please, can I just go see my mom? And please, can I just go see my dad? And please, Lord, can I just stay sober? And why do these attacks keep happening? You know what I mean? And you know, and here I am now. It's because of people like you. I had to go through this, you know what I mean, in order to help others going through similar instances that didn't have the camera following them around. You know, I've had millions of people, you know, watching me fuck up in slow motion, you know. You guys were watching me screw up on a daily basis, and you were also watching me, you know, get, you know, harassed and doxxed and damn bullied and picked on and pressured, triggered, all that shit. And he's a dude. Okay, good. Jasmine in the house. Hey, Jasmine. How's California dreaming, man? How's life out in California? Dawn of the Dead, man. Much love to you. Thank you so very much, man. You're a good guy. I appreciate that, man. I like hearing that. You know, like I say, man, growing up, and it's always been the thing, though. You know, it wasn't just, you know, here recently. I've always been raised, you know, to feel like I wasn't as good. You know what I mean? To, you know, talked down to, you know, and abused and stuff like that. You know, and you know, it's like a certain party kind of believes it and shit, you know. And it doesn't have to just be family doing it either, you know what I'm saying? Just growing up poor and going to school not having the name brand stuff, you know what I mean? So obviously, so automatically you're not in the cool crowd, you know. You know, just things that are out of your control, you know what I mean? And I don't know. That's the beauty in getting older and growing up, you know what I mean? Is that None of that shit really matters after a certain point. It's about your character. It's about your personality. It's about who you are inside, you know? And I think that that really helps shine. That really shines through, you know, all the bullshit. You know what I mean? Like y'all see me go through the shit and y'all see me angry and stuff, but y'all also see me turn around and try and smile. You know what I mean? And try and ask for forgiveness and help. You guys would see me numerous times get online after I got drunk. You know what I mean? Y'all would see me numerous times come out the next day and beg for forgiveness. You know, the most embarrassing day of my life was always the day after that drunk when I got messed up and I talked shit, you know, and I just made myself look like shit. I lost friends and stuff, you know. And you know, and then y'all seen a drastic reduction in that. Now when we get together and we talk, you know what I mean? You guys hear me saying things that I stand behind. You know what I mean? That I won't regret tomorrow morning. You know what I mean? I can't remember the last I can remember. I think I said it now the other last week too. You know, almost 5 months ago I would have that, man, I'm sorry, I fucked up. You know what I mean? That old post on Facebook again, you know, and some of you guys would be like, it's all right, we understand, you know, and some of you guys would be like, damn, Charlie, did you know what you say? Do you know what you said yesterday? You know, and man, it's just so embarrassing. I hate that so much. You know what I mean? And 127 people watching. Thank you all. Seems like we're back down to our normal. And I appreciate it, man. You know, it's like, but yeah, it's like you can't argue with results, quite honestly, you know. And the only one trying to argue with results right now is Michael. You know, and as you see, it is yielding very few results for his ass. You know, so Michael, if you're listening, you know, I hope you get shit together, bro. You know, if you want me back in the videos, man, I don't know. I keep saying that. I keep saying that, you know, and I keep saying that I won't do it. You know what I mean? Because quite honestly, you know, I'm just too real for YouTube, honestly. I feel like I'm too freaking real for YouTube, guys. Like, you know, I'm happy with the small following that I have. You know what I mean? What little bit that I get from YouTube, you know, and and yeah, I won't fake shit for anything. Fuck it. You know what I mean? I don't have these illusions of grandeur of being a million subscriber YouTuber anymore. You know, there was a time that I did. You know, who didn't? Who doesn't have that thought and that dream when you enter the game, you know? But you know, priorities have changed, you know what I mean? And and yeah, I'm not going to be that type of person that has to be that character. Michael has to wear his diaper on dumpster fire, huh? McDaddy Nuggets is making Michael wear his diaper on dumpster fire. You know what I mean? Michael's got to go wear a fucking diaper for McDaddy Nuggets. Charlie don't. Why? Because I'm not a character. Because I don't have to sell my integrity for a couple dollars, for a couple viewers. Y'all like that, huh? McDaddy Nuggets? That's Michael's daddy, McDaddy Nuggets. Stamp it. McDaddy Nuggets. And it was so awesome, man. Like I would look the other day and I would see that Michael's thumbnail was the, minimally enhanced faces of them, of their obese asses. And McJuggernuggets would be straight up. He'd straight up say, "Damn, man, y'all fell. Goddamn, man, y'all fell the fuck off." Straight laughing in Michael's face. Y'all done fell the hell off. Where's that diaper, baby boy? My little bitch baby son. McDaddy Nuggets is calling it in. He's tired of Michael shit. He's tired of Michael shuffling his feet. He's ready for Michael to contribute to his platform. Gabriello the plug. If I ever come to the US, I will surely make a visit to PA and fuck Isaac's world up. Well, you're going to be standing in line for that, man, because he's got quite a few people that are interested in going and seeing him and taking care of business. You know what I mean? And if I was Isaac, I'd really be worried. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't go out and harass and target and attack people for as long as you do, without somebody eventually coming up and checking you out without you even knowing. or somebody finally gets tired of it and pulls up on your ass. We would see that happen with BBY, and we would see Isaac actually got scared and sent his wife and kids to the neighbor's house while he hid behind the door with a baseball bat and a katana sword. I'm telling you, bro, you're going to mess around with the wrong person, and they're not going to tell you that they're coming. They're just going to show up at your door with your wife and your kids and all them there, and you're going to be in danger because you won't shut your damn mouth, because you got to be an online bully, And, that's just something that you got to deal with yourself, man, that you put yourself into, that you put your family in danger, All because you do what Michael tells you to do. Because you got to earn that check. Florinita says, what's with Isaac? I said Isaac is just Michael's paid troll. Isaac is the one that Michael has paid to try and solicit nude photos from Tina's underage son, Albert. Michael is trying to get the trolls, as we speak, trying to get the trolls to troll Albert Dandridge into giving nude photos of himself so that they can blackmail him. An underage child. Isaac's already got, a couple of pictures of my dick in his phone that he would share on fucking Easter Sunday. Michael would pay Isaac to share nude photos of me having sex on Easter Sunday right after he shared a picture of his children with their Easter baskets. It was the weirdest, craziest shit ever. You go down to Isaac's timeline, and there's there's pictures of his kids all dressed up, looking nice. That's sweet. And then 30 minutes later, boom, right beside it, bookended, right next to his children, is a picture of Charlie. Dumb smile, purple mohawk. Smack dab. You could have done this right here. Charlie having sex, his kids Easter. Charlie sex, kids Easter. Charlie sex, kids Easter. It was the creepiest. And Michael paid the fucker to do that. Xander D-Dog says, the saying is blood is thicker than water, but one thing about blood is everyone's a match to somebody that's not even your family. I like that. See, here's the thing about family and friends, man. Family feel like they can do whatever they want to you. You know what I'm saying? You grow up, knowing this person every day of your life. You know what I mean? There's a certain amount of liberty that you feel like you can that you can take upon one another. You know what I mean? And it usually turns to shit, end up fighting, hating each other, disowning and stuff. Whereas friends are people that you choose to coexist with, you know what I mean? That you have reached a certain level of respect and understanding with, you know what I mean? You have struck a certain accord with these people that you haven't with your family, you know what I mean? And these people don't feel as comfortable shitting on you, you know what I mean, the way that your family does, So I've come to realize, you know what I mean, that my friends and my wolf pack and my following, you know what I mean, are a far more positive influence in my life than my family is, And I got a feeling that a lot of you probably feel the same way, Dawn of the Dead says, Isaac wants your body, Charlie. I'd carry bear mace just in case. Yeah. Yeah, well, like I say, Isaac would actually ride 2,000 miles to get in my face and pretty much try to follow me to my hotel room. He'd follow me into the manager's office to try to figure out what room number I was in so that he can try and go lay on my bed and feather up, get all powdered up for Charlie. Just the way it seems, guys. Like I say, man, they've always got to say something about Charlie. You know what I mean? I understand, who are you going to want to talk about? BBY? You going to talk about Tyke, Tuna, Mrs. Wonderful? None of these people give you guys the views that Charlie does. You know what I mean? It's kind of like coal drive. You know, you're in them mines and you're picking coal, freaking going at it, and you're picking different spots. You find that sweet spot though, and it's giving out more. That's what you're gonna go back to. You're gonna stay in that sweet spot. That's them. They're coal mining Charlie. They've struck oil in Charlie, so you know, of course, you got to go back. You start talking shit about about Tuna or Mrs. Wonderful, you're getting 40 and 50 likes. Talk shit about Charlie, you get 100. Used to anyway. It's kind of gone down. I love it. They actually talk a lot of shit about Charlie, you know, and it just goes down. But they have been preconditioned to Charlie paying their bills. You know what I mean? To the Charlie hate and the Charlie talk generating the views. You know, and I get it. Like I say, man, if you're hitting that honey hole, if that's where the money and the views come from, why not go back to it? You know what I mean? And yeah, man, I'm just reading here, man. Guys, you guys are all of you guys are understanding and agreeing. You guys are all, you know, agreeing, bro. Franco Avila says Charlie going ICP. I guess I kind of look. I kind of look like Violent J right now because I'm a fat Violent J. I've got the bald head going. I'll never forget it, Franco. The very last year that I would ever go trick or treating, man. We went dressed up as ICP. Me and my friend Jamie Lloyd. Much love to you out there somewhere. You spun out freak, stuck out there in Gaston. But we would, man. I think I was 15 years old, guys. Went out as and of course I was Shaggy 2 Dope because I was fat. And we went out trick or treating, man. The very first house that we went to, we knocked on the door. I swear we weren't but 15. Knocked on the door. This girl opens the door, looks right at us, and says, "Aren't y'all too old?" And man, our spirits were crushed. She didn't even give us candy. She shut the door. Man, the wind was let out of our sails, and we moped all the way back to his grandma's house, which was like 2 blocks over. We got to his grandma's house, full blown party, bro. Jamie's family, they like to get fucked up. They like to have fun on the holidays and shit. And they had everything: Goldschlager, Jägermeister, vodka, tequila. They were smoking, they were snorting, all that shit, you know. We got us a couple of beers and shit. It was so crazy. Like, let's go back to my grandma's. You know, I thought our night was going to be ruined. We get back to grandma's house, blowout. We get freaking wasted. Go back to this girl's house, and we take her pumpkins and smash them all over her cars. And then we did something very graphic to her doorknobs. I can't describe. I won't describe with you all. But we would smash the pumpkins all over her cars and do something graphic to her doorknobs. And yeah, that's what you get when you don't give nobody no damn candy. Cause I gotta tell you what, man. Oh, man, you want to talk about being too old for trick-or-treating, guys? Back in Trailwood, man, these kids, man, 15, 16, 17-year-old, 18-year-old kids would come out there on Halloween night. They wouldn't even be wearing costumes, but they got candy bags. And you better give them some fucking candy, too, or they're going to mess your house up. Man, there was no saying, aren't you a little too old, or shouldn't you be wearing a costume? I swear to God, kids just walking up, no costumes whatsoever. Look right at you, stone. Not even say trick or treat. Just be like. And then you put the candy in their bag, you're like. Out like a ghost. Not even a word said unless you tried to talk to them, you know, and talk them out of getting any candy. So, oh man, yeah, you know, I don't know, man. We're coming up on 2 hours, guys. I feel like I've touched base on a lot of topics here. I feel like once again I've expressed myself the right way. I don't feel like I've said anything that I regret. And I feel like a lot of you guys understand where I'm coming from, and you guys believe me. So says Donald Marshall says the debate is on. That's probably what Erica is in there watching, man. Part of the reason why I wanted to come in here, man, like I'm so tired of the politics. Woo! I didn't want to watch the debate, but yeah, Erica does, so she's in there watching it, and I'm sure a lot of people are watching it as well. If any of you guys were wanting to watch it, I'll go ahead and let you get back to it. Jasmine, thank you so much. Got your back, dude. I appreciate that, man. Like I said, it really means a lot. And I'm not going to let you guys down. You know what I mean? This is just something that is just going to continue to grow. Do you hear that, Michael? I'm not going to damn relapse. I'm not going to damn throw away all of what I've created right here. And man, just understand, you know what I mean, that there's nothing you can do or say that's going to ever take me back down to the place that I was before. And that you might as well just go ahead and stop, bro, because you're only making yourself look like an idiot now. And people are just seeing through your bullshit, so you might as well just go ahead and give Charlie the props he deserves. Give me the props that I deserve, and just see what everyone else is seeing, because everyone else, they see, I put myself out here for the world to see, you know what I mean? And you just look like a fool being the only one that's trying to ignore it, So Dawn of the Dead, man, thank you so much for joining us. Gabrielle, the plug, man, check your messages if you can. I messaged you like 2 years back. Well, you might need to message me again, otherwise that message is gonna be buried, man. Darnell Marshall, man, you have a great night, brother, man. Stephanie Hopkins agrees with me. There's a lot of you guys agreeing, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, Michael, it's just, I'm just going to continue to elevate, my life, my spirits, my opportunities, and you can try and throw dirt all you want, you know what I mean, but it's only landing on yourself. You're only throwing it in your own face, and I mean, I would say stop for your own good, you know what I mean, but part of me wants you to keep going, because like you're just proving who you are and who I am. I prove who I am. You prove who you are, and you have been proving who exactly you are, the last 3 years at least, Donna Connolly, man, much love to you, bro. Xander D-Dog, Jasmine Dio, much love to you. Tam, man, much love to you, bro. Blue-Eyed Bandit, Chrissy, thank you for joining me. Says you've come a long way. I definitely have come a long way, man. A lot. I have towed a long, hard road, and I brought you all with me. You've all watched every bump, every bruise, every turd flung. You know what I mean? You would watch me fall down and pick myself back up more than once, more than thrice, and you guys are watching me now, just I don't know. I feel like I'm in the best place that I've ever been in my life. You know what I mean? And it feels good, man. I know it feels bright in here right now. I drank way too much Kickstart energy drinks. Need to chill out on that. Donald Marshall, man, thank you so much. He's looking forward to our next stream. We're actually thinking about doing a Pee Wee Gaskins vlog this weekend. What do you guys feel about that? I know that I've talked about it for the past couple of years, but never had yet to get into it. But I think that this weekend that we are actually going to catch up with another friend of mine, a paranormal expert. Well, expert. He's got a lot of tools and stuff. A paranormal investigator friend of ours that knows where the mass burial graves that Pee Wee Gaskins had hidden out deep in the woods of Prosperity, South Carolina, and yeah, we're gonna go vlog it this weekend. We're gonna get in touch with our paranormal side, and I really feel like after this video, I will definitely need to burn this sage. I don't need any of Pee Wee's evil identifying with my father's blood inside of me. Holy crap! Because I do believe that Dad actually knew Pee Wee, but I'll get into that, later on. you know. Franco Olivila says, I love you. I love the Greens. I love you, Mike. You know, I understand that, you know, Franco, you know, you love all of us, you know what I mean? And, you know, that's fine. I can't fault you for that. You know, and Erica said that, you know, the other night that she would see you over there in like Fatty's live in Isaac's live stream or whatever. Right after you got off, I went live or I closed live. You went over to Fatty's live stream, you know, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Like I have no problem with that. I'm not trying to turn you guys against anybody. You know what I mean? All I'm doing is speaking out against, you know, any bullshit lies, you know, and attacks, you know what I mean, that were put against me, my family, and my friends, you know. And yeah, I'm not trying to control anybody. You guys all see it for what it is. And yeah, you know, quite honestly, you know, I just you know, I don't know. I think you guys can relate with me so much more because I'm real. You know what I mean? I'm real. I'm the realest one in the family. You know what I mean? I'm not coming out here and I'm not clickbaiting every 3 days. I'm not trying to say that I've got, you know, there's a spirit in the house or the house is destroyed or Jennifer got beat up or mom got beat up, you know, like something different, something heightened every day, you know, like you guys are sitting there watching me deal with real life issues, you know what I mean? Overcoming real life obstacles, you know, and that is what brings us closer together. You know what I mean? And Michael just doesn't understand that anymore because he's just not part of the real world anymore. You know, Flora and Nita, man, make much love to you. Barry Shot Florence says Jenny tried saying your name and Michael cut her off. But that's not going to stop Michael from talking about me and put me in the thumbnails, is it? Yeah, but Jennifer don't really need to say my name anyway, unless it's the truth about Charlie Chill. The real truth, you know, as it were, you know. Donald Marshall, man, you have a great night, man. Thank you so much for joining us. Franco Alabala. Corey, thank you for turning that wrench. Y'all really didn't have to work too hard tonight, did you? I don't know. I normally don't read the comments too much. Did y'all have to mute many people or take I didn't see many comments being deleted. Well, hopefully y'all's jobs are getting a little easier day by day. Kevin Jerfus, thank you so much for turning that wrench for me, bro. Paul says he was baked, so it was cool. Yeah, just take you a little get you a little buzz, and just kind of delete. Yeah, Barry Shaw says, yeah, Michael's YouTube land is over. YouTube isn't the same landscape that it was even a year ago, you know. This whole new woke movement has really woke people up to just how YouTubers are. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So, anyways, we're coming at 2 hours in, man. I'm going to go ahead and bounce off of here, man. Thank you all for watching. We've kept it real. We've kept it fun. We've kept it real fun. I've had a lot of fun, guys, hanging out with you all. And once again, you know what I mean? Speaking my truth. Calling out some bullshit. And yeah. I feel like another redeeming live stream. What do you guys think? And I feel like every time I come out of here and, you know, I redeem myself a little more and more. You know, each time I come out here on this live stream, sober, level-headed, and the sane one in the family, as it were, you know, or I try to be anyway. You know, like I said, sometimes those chords are struck, you know, and I've got a woo-saw, you know, but like I say, as long as I stay sober, you know, then it's really easy to do. You know, Dawn of the Dead, thank you so much for joining us. Jordan Yan, Tyre Orion, Grayson Hansen reviews. Happy October. It's almost over. It's almost over. Thinking about it earlier, I was like, we're already on the 22nd. I've been celebrating Halloween September 1st, and it's still not long enough. Nico, guest, have a great night. It says best content is real content. For sure. Future Lord Akeem, man, thank you so much, brother. What's that? What did he say? What did he say? Hold on, I gotta go back up. Mr. Green, brother, go to Blondie Rocks channel. Blondie Rocks. I'll have to check that out. Never heard of her. Dawn of the Dead. Much love to you. Says every day is Halloween. Hell yeah, man. In your heart. You know, Xander D-Dog, thank you so much for joining, man. Dory Des, thank you so much. Says another good session. Scott Johnson, much love to you, brother, out there on the road. Yeah, I feel like it was another good session as well. Like I say, man, as long as I'm sober and I try to stay positive, you know what I'm saying? You know, good things will come my way. You know what I mean? So, you know, Michael, like I say, you know, like you keep using me in your thumbnails and your videos. If you really want to talk to me, just go ahead and message me. You know what I mean? You don't have to keep putting me in the videos and stuff to say that you miss me. You know, just go ahead and contact me and say it, you know. That way I can screenshot it and show the whole world. Because I will. I'll be like, look, Michael apologized. I like that. I know you miss me. That's why you got me in your videos. That's why you're always talking about me. Miss Cottywomple, I'm about to head off. Just enjoying this good cookie. That was really good. Donald Marshall says, be good to your angel, my friend. Definitely. She's so good to me. Baked me cookies and stuff. Got to be good back to her. So, all right. Dory Des says, how are the cookies? They're a little hard. They are just a touch burnt. But you know what? It's the love that counts, you know. Austin Ferris, have a great night, man. Franco Avila, Paul Guest, keep it too sweet. Wow. Right there to all my Wolfpack, man. Love all you guys, man. Zion Thrasher says he is your brother. Why wouldn't he miss you? I agree. Why wouldn't Michael miss me? You know, he tries to lie and he tries to tell people. He tried to tell that that Russell Hantz guy, if Charlie died, I wouldn't cry. I wouldn't care. But we all know better than that. We all know better than that. Of course, Michael misses me, you know what I'm saying? If not for the brotherly love, then he definitely misses me for the videos, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, why is he still using me in the videos? You know, using my likeness, my character, my face and my name in his videos, you know, if he didn't miss me, if he didn't want me in the videos, you know? But like I say, I just can't co-sign the bullshit with Charlie did hit Bridget, but the Ouija board made him do it. You know, like I'm not gonna co-sign that shit. You know what I mean? Like if Michael wants to be real about it, you know, we can do something real. We can talk real. We can be real. You know what I'm saying? But as long as he's gonna sit there and continue to try to stand behind and beside his own lies and shit, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm just going to call him out on it. And I'm just going to be resistant. You know what I mean? And I feel like I have every right to, you know? So, yeah, Donald Marshall says that he is desperate now. No views. You know, like I say, there was a time where he can throw Doug under the bus, or he can throw Tuna under the bus, or me under the bus, or he can do a video about Dad and get 1 million views, you know? And it's just not there anymore, you know? And, I got to be honest with you, you know, even having me back in the videos, I really don't see it happening. Dad was a one of a kind. You know, nobody can replace Dad. And, you know, Michael really shouldn't try. You know, I feel like maybe he's stuck. He's looking for the next grandpa or something whenever he should be leaning into a different creative curve for his channel, you know. You know, he's like I said, he's stuck with this one winning formula for so long. You know what I mean? That now that there's that ingredient is gone. You know, he's trying to find other ingredients to replace Grandpa with, and it's just not panning out. You know, ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. You know, like you go ahead and I don't know, like I say, these cookies right here. These are Laura Lynn cookies. They're not bad. They taste pretty good, you know. But there's just something about that Toll House cookie. There's just that little extra ingredient, that little something different. You know what I mean? That really does make it a Toll House cookie. You know what I mean? And that's where Michael is. Michael's channel is the Laura Lynn cookie now that Dad has passed on. You know, Michael. You know, you guys are used to eating Toll House cookies, and now Michael's trying to give you burnt Laura Lynn's. You know what I mean? Trying to pass it off as the same thing, and you guys are just like, no, it's not, you know. And so yeah, Michael is sinking and he's flailing and he's trying, but you're going the wrong way with it, man. If you want Charlie back in your videos, man, you're gonna have to do it a different way. You're gonna have to stop standing behind your lies and bullshit. You know what I mean? And you're gonna have to sack up and show some integrity, show some heart, show some backbone. You know what I mean? Show some genuineness in your life, because I don't trust you. And not many other people in YouTube land trust you either. You know, and that's your own fault. Grayson Hanson Reviews says you'll be the one out of many to destroy kid behind a camera. Well, I told Michael, I was like, bro, I was like, you know, stop mentioning me or I'm going to be the one to destroy you. I'm going to be the one to bring you down. Because I'm the real one here. You know, I know way too much shit. And I have way too much credibility now. While Michael is sitting here, damn, paying people to act like psychiatrists or psychics and talking to spirits and ghosts, you know what I mean, and writing himself letters in the mailbox, you know, talking about his mother getting beat up and shit, you know, like he's just brought his credibility and his reputation to an all-time low. Franco Avila says, what would you do if Mike showed up in front of the crib? I told you what I would do. I would get Erica to start recording, and then we would proceed from there, see what he wants. I wouldn't fight him or anything because I'm an adult. I don't fight. You know, people laugh, oh, you're going to fight. You would run from a fight. You'd call the cops during if somebody tried to fight you, you'd call the cops. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Isn't that what you're supposed to do to stay out of trouble? I would have Erica start recording, and I would hear Michael, and I would hear what he had to say, and if I didn't like what he had to say, I'd shut the door in his face. I wouldn't go jumping off the steps, hitting them and shit, and the whole blah 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 blah, you know, because that's what Michael wants. I don't play Michael's game anymore. You know. True. I respond every time that he has something to say about me, or every time that he uses me for clickbait or what have you. I do respond, you know, but I don't respond in the way that he would like me to. I don't get on here and rant and rave and curse and throw out personal attacks and slurs. You know, here I am dissecting it and being very clinical and very open. Adam Ritter says Mike is scared to hear the truth. Well, I mean, you know, like he is just like any other rich person, you know what I'm saying, that surrounds himself with yes men. Right? And if you don't tell Michael yes, then he casts you aside. Look at his Twitter. He only gets what 15, 20 comments per post, and that's because he's deleting all the other ones. You see no comments of criticism towards him whatsoever. And that is a scary thing. I can understand deleting vile comments, comments of people calling you fat and bullying and shit like that. But when your own following, when your own fans and supporters can't even express an honest opinion with you without you blocking them and banning them and removing their comments and censoring them, you know what I mean? Well, then you're crossing very dangerous ground. You know what I mean? People have freedom of speech. People have the right to feel how they feel. That's why I don't get involved with politics and religion, because everybody is entitled to their own beliefs and opinions, And then when you go out here and you try and censor these people and you try and control their opinions and beliefs, you know what I mean? Well, then you're nothing but a dictator. You're a tyrant. You're a Saddam, you know? And that's where Michael is right now. And that's why eventually, his statue is going to be toppled over and all of his own people are going to be like, yay! The Baker Show says he is a toxic person. You all see it. Like he can't even treat himself well. Like, look at that. Look how Michael treats himself. You can't treat anyone else kindly until you treat yourself kindly first. And Michael treats himself like a bag of dog shit. Michael treats himself like a human garbage disposal. Am I right? And he takes all that anger and all that frustration and all that pity and all that hatred and he projects it off onto others. I've taken the brunt of Michael's hate and anger for far too long. Far too long have I taken the brunt, the blame. After a certain point, Michael, you got to own up to your own shit, man. You can't continue running from your own reflection. You got to face yourself eventually. And you've got to atone. Like I say, if you're haunted by anything, it's by your own past actions. You're haunted by all the people's lives that you've ruined, that you can't say sorry for, that you want to apologize for, but you just can't. It's that guilt that's just eating you alive. And I believe that a big part of you doesn't want to believe in an afterlife, because if there is an afterlife, then you know that Dad is sitting up there right now looking down on you, shaking his damn head, Michael, knowing all the bullshit that not only you put me through, but you put him through too. All the bullshit you put the whole family through. A family vlogging channel when Michael's the only one that's profiting off of it. Got Jennifer living in his house, had Dad living in his house. Michael bought Dad a house. Michael bought Dad a car. What did Dad ever buy for himself then? If everything that Dad had, Michael gave to him, what happened to all of Dad's money? What was Dad spending his money on? If Michael split it straight down the middle, Michael's got this big old mansion, driving a Tahoe, in-ground pool and all this shit, and Dad has what Michael bought him. What else did Dad spend his money on? Michael stole money from Dad for so long. And Michael's got to regret that. So much regrets that Michael's living with that he's going to have to die with, because he can't apologize to me for that. The only person that he can make amends with that is Dad. And Dad will be on the other side waiting for him. You ain't got to believe. Dad will give you a nice big old hug, a kiss on the cheek, and watch you get dragged into the pits of hell. Crying, saying, I can't help my boy out now. I wish I could help my boy. while you're just sucked into that infernal flames. And I'll be there with Dad, looking down at you too, crying with Dad, saying, I tried to tell Michael to come forward. I tried to help Michael see the error of his ways. What's that it says in the Bible? It says it's easier for a rich man. It says it's easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter the gates of heaven. Why is that? We see it with Michael right now, that God complex. Michael is the center of his universe. Michael is the creator of his fortune. He has no room for a God in his life because Michael is his own God. And that's what money does to you. So if it takes me to stay poor like this and keep my soul and inherit that everlasting life, then I'll take it. I'll spend the next reality with my Father while you don't. It's going to take a lot, Michael. You've done a lot. You've dug yourself in. I fell and hit the pit. You fell and hit the pit. We all fell in the pit. But Charlie climbed out. I was wallowing down there in the pit with the pigs, as it were. You know what I mean? But I crawled myself out. Michael's still stuck in that pit. Dawn of the Dead 420 says, either way, he spit in the food, which is messed up. Like, I got to tell you, bro, fake. It was all fake. It was all staged. That wasn't real. Michael probably made like a fake pot of chili, spit in it, and then put it over to the side, and everyone ate the regular chili. Everything that Michael's ever done was fake. Staged. Choreographed. Replayed. Like, there are a bunch of videos that they did, that instances that happened in our childhood for real. You know what I mean? That they would recreate for video. That's why, you know, early on when I found out about Grandpa's channel and shit, I couldn't watch, guys. I would watch these videos and it would just remind me of my childhood. And I would be like, man, how can people sit here and laugh at this shit? You know, I lived through this. I watched Dad berate my mom. Call her a no good piece of shit, worthless dog on a daily basis, you know? And then Michael would record that shit and people are laughing at it. You know? And all I could think about was my mom crying in the room and shit. Halfway slitting her wrist. I'll never forget the time I went into the room after Dad just, you know, gave Mom a very spectacular tongue lashing. I went into the room about 10 minutes later and Mom had half-heartedly slit her wrist. And I was so fed up with it all. I feel so bad about it. But I was just so fucking fed up with it all. I was just like, why don't y'all just do it? And I was like, give me the motherfucker. I'll do it. I'll cut my own fucking wrist. You know? But then I would watch Dad soften. You know what I'm saying? I would watch the love enter Dad's life. Dad really changed with them, with the Graham boys. After Jenny started having them boys, you know, the softer side really came over Dad. And part of me was jealous of that for a little while too, you know, because, you know, damn it, why couldn't I have that love and attention from Dad when I was a boy? You know, I see how much he loved Jacob. Jacob was the apple of Dad's eye. He took that boy everywhere. What did I call Jacob? I forget what I called Jacob, man. Precious little do good boy or something, you know, because like, you know, Jacob could do nothing wrong. You know, Dad defended that boy to his death, you know, literally. And part of me at first was jealous of that. I was like, why couldn't I have that with my dad? Why couldn't he be loving with me like that? You know, but then it went from that, you know, just, you know, seeing Dad just being that loving, kind person, you know what I mean? And, you know, watching the videos, you know, I won't forget it. I remember when I would actually notice that dad was actually bigger than just my dad. We were sitting out on his back deck, and Lauren was actually recording a Halloween video. Dad was trying to tell a scary story, and it ended up bombing. I'm not even sure that Michael has the video anymore. They didn't use it. You can tell Dad was trying too hard to think up this story. But I was sitting there watching him anyway, and just like something just came over me. I looked at Dad, but within Dad, it was like I was seeing Dad, and then behind Dad, I was seeing all of you. You know what I mean? And I was just seeing Dad try his best, try his hardest. I was seeing a new person. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't seeing my angry father, guys. You know what I mean? I wasn't seeing my drunk, mad dad. You know what I mean? Sitting there in his chair, shit, rocking back and forth from that anxiety so fucking hard that he would end up pushing his chair back 3 feet. He would have to slide his chair every couple of hours. He'd have to slide his chair a couple feet closer to the TV because he done rocked himself so far back from anxiety. Cigarette after cigarette, worrying and no life. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? You all changed that. You all gave my dad something to live for. You know what I mean? And you brought a new purpose to his life. You know what I mean? And he embraced it. You know what I mean? And it came to him at a time where he could embrace it. You know what I mean? Where he was old enough and wise enough to learn from the errors of his ways. And he would have that edge softened by those grandboys. And it really came to him at the right time. And he took it and he ran with it and he tried to give you guys everything in him. Even that night, whenever I was watching him, and he was reaching in and he was trying to think of the next lines to tell you and stuff like that. Little quick little pauses in the story while he's trying to think and stuff. He was doing all that for you, and I was just like, damn, that I saw Dad in a whole different light after that, and I was able to kind of start watching some of his videos. You know what I mean? Like, I would start watching more. You know what I mean? And but it would definitely take me actually getting closer to my dad. You know what I mean? Actually living with him. You know what I mean? And actually being able to see and experience, this change within him. You know what I mean? To really realize, that, there was something that me and Dad can rebuild. I really feel like maybe Dad felt like maybe he didn't have many years left. Quite honestly, I really feel like maybe Dad felt like he didn't have many years left, and he wanted to take this time and opportunity while he had the abilities to help me out, to reach out and to help out his son while he could while he had the opportunity. You know what I mean? And that's what he did. And I'll forever be thankful for that time that me and Dad spent together. You know what I mean? And this right here, this and all of you. You know what I mean? You are my inheritance, quite honestly. You know what I mean? Dad, I may not have had any money. I may not have been left with any kind of property, any sort of rights. You know what I mean? But Dad left me all of you. You know what I mean? And he's like, treat him right. Treat him right, Charlie. And I mean, that's what I intend to do. And that's why I feel like, you know what I mean, more and more of you are coming back to me. You know what I mean? And are understanding exactly what I went through. You know what I mean? And what it takes to overcome that, So all of you guys, man, I want to thank you all, man. 104 here still watching, man, just listening to me, just pour my heart out. You know what I mean? And it means a lot. This is my inheritance, and I love it. Thank you, Daddy. Come here, old man. I still got to send one of these. Stuffed animals to my sister Dawn. Stuffed animals. You are an animal, Grandpa. You know that? I still got to send my sister Dawn her stuffed plushie, but that's going to be her Christmas present. Once I get a little bit of money in, guys, it seems like every time I get some money in, it's gone. So, but yeah, I definitely will have this to you, Dawn, if you're watching before Christmas. This will be your Christmas present, and not even that. This is kind of like, Dawn's birthright as well, So, yeah, you know what I mean? I'm going to do my best to, continue, to be the best person I can and present the best version of me to you guys on a daily basis that I possibly can. And and yeah, just try my best to earn y'all's respect and y'all's love, you know. So all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, man. We love you all, man. I'm super happy. Thankful for y'all joining 2.5 hours in. And I feel good. I do feel good. I'm gonna go ahead and sage this place here in a little bit though, just to be on the safe side and continue to water my withered soul, as it were. For a flair, see, even I have a touch of the dramatic. I need to water my withered soul. But yeah. All right, man. Well, thank you all for watching, bro. I love you all. Stay happy and stay woke. And we will catch y'all on the flippity flip. Love you all. All right, man. Want to edit, in stream. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah.